Alright, welcome back everybody, and we are going to do a pod review for you today on the pepper back here, I believe. I got this one's ready. I got two or three of these plants growing around different areas in my greenhouse, and if you look right back there, you can see a golden California Wonder, which we are going to pick like this. Oh, it took the whole part of the plant off. That's all right. I don't know if I'm going to bring... I got 3 plants. I'm only going to bring 1 in for the year. So, we're only going to winter over 1 California Golden Wonder. And what a gorgeous looking pod. Pepper, really. It's not even... It's a fruit at this point. I'm trying to give you a good view of this. It's not a nice little golden pepper. Now, this one's kind of on the small side. Let's pick another one. Got another one, I think, ready back here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one's got a little green in it still. Oh, this one don't want to come off. No. Of course not. It would just make life too easy. I have to bust that one off. Here's another one. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Nice and golden, a little bit of green in there. I might let this one sit up on my table a little bit for a couple days, just to let it get fully yellow. Now I got a couple more of these plants around here. I don't think those pods are ready. One of the problems in this part of the greenhouse, I had bell peppers. I got the orange sun growing. I think I was growing the orange horizon bell pepper, and the slugs got to it, and once they punch a hole through that, that's pretty much it. It's the end of your fruit. That one hole will ruin this thing. So you can see over here they started to get to it, started chewing the calyx, but they didn't get to the fruit. So this one actually survived the slug damage. But when they get past that calyx and they get into the fruit and they punch a hole in it, that's it. It's garbage. You go to open that thing up, it's all black with mold. But that's a gorgeous California Golden Wonder. So anyway, let's turn you around and let's give that a go. All right, here we are. We are back, and we are going to do a pod review for you today on this thing right here, and this is the California Golden Wonder. So I've been growing this pepper on and off throughout the decades, actually. I've been growing the orange. I've been growing the yellow. I've been growing, obviously, the green, and I usually let those ripen to red. But there's also actually a red variety of bell pepper. I don't remember what the name of it is. It's specifically for growing for red, to make them red purposes. And yes, California Wonders will turn red eventually, but there's a variety that's cultivated, or has been cultivated specifically for a red color. And it can turn red even really, I guess, before it turns ripe fully. I'm not sure. But there's supposedly something like that going on. So maybe if I come across those, we will go over that in the future. But this is for the California Golden Wonder. And here we go. We got a little one here, which is good because that means I got to eat this whole thing. Because once I bite into it, if I don't eat it, it's going to get hit by fruit flies and get all nasty. But that's a gorgeous looking pepper. And I can tell you right out the gate, there's not going to be any heat on this. This is a sweet pepper. So let's give that a bite and give it a go. Okay, so there's no heat on it, so we're not going to cover the heat. It's a sweet pepper. It's a 0 on the Scoville. Now, as far as the flavor of these peppers, something you got to keep in mind with the yellow version and even the orange version. They're generally not going to be as sweet and strong in flavor as the general California Wonder, which is the red version, I guess you'd want to say. They're not going to have a super intense flavor once they ripen. Now, what I will say is if you let them stay on a plant, if you ain't worried about slugs or anything, if you let them stay on a plant, they will get a sweetness to them eventually. It takes a lot longer for these to develop a sweetness, but as soon as they turn yellow, if you wait like a few days after that and you pick it off there, generally it's going to be very mild in flavor. It's going to have a very low flavor, very low sweetness. It's going to be almost a neutral type of an effect. If you let these peppers sit on your plant for as long as you can without it going rotten, but you let it really, you can see this one's almost orange. It's very, very deep, like road construction yellow. It's a very deep caution sign construction road yellow. It's because I really let this one ripen. I think the other one's not even that ripe. You can see how it's more yellow. But when you let them really, really, really ripen up like that, they will develop a sweetness. Even after they develop that sweetness, it hits a peak and then it starts to fall back. So it'll actually start to lose its sweetness after a certain point. It's over ripening and now it's starting to get mush and turn into something else. So in general, with these, you want to really let them ripen on the plant if you're going to harvest them for the sweet effect while they're ripe. You can eat these green and it'll be very similar to a green bell pepper type, appeal, all right? But if you pick these in between that stage of fully ripe and green, the flavors are very mild. You're going to be a little disappointed if you do that. You really either let them ripen or you eat them green. That's my bet. Or unless you want them with a lower flavor profile, that's different. But in general, that's my experience with it. This particular one really developed a lot of sweetness. I'm going to take another bite. Sweetness that's in here for this pepper. This still isn't going to be as sweet as some of the red ripened bell peppers I've eaten in the past. Some of those red ripened bell peppers was like eating a candy cane or sweeter than an apple. I mean, they were sugary sweet. But these will never get as intense as the regular California Wonders. They just don't get that intense. Now, does that mean it's a no good pepper? No, not at all. A lot of people like to buy different colors. They'll buy the yellow, the red, and the orange, and they'll like to cut them up and then put them into a salad or make their cooking with it for presentation purposes. And a lot of times that's a good thing to do. But this one, keep in mind, is generally not going to be as sweet. I know I keep saying that, but other than that, I mean, what does it taste like? It tastes kind of like a red bell pepper. Again, it's just low in flavor. It's not going to be as intensely strong as a red ripened bell pepper type flavor. Sweetness was pretty high for this, but it has that typical bell pepper type flavor. But that typical bell pepper type flavor in the ripened stage is a lot different than actually when it's in the green stage. That flavor really changes over quite a bit when it's fully ripened. So just keep that in mind. This kind of gets more of a fruity taste once they're fully ripened. But in the green stage, it really tastes like green bell pepper, you know. But anyway, I don't know what else to say about the California Wonder Golden. I just the first time I've actually got around to actually reviewing it. Really, nothing else is too much ready. This one happened to be ready, so I figured we'd give it a go. But that's really about it. What I'll do is whatever information I get on the Golden California Wonder, I will put in the description below. I don't know if the sun is in a bad angle. I will put that down in the description below. I will also leave a link in the description below where you can pick up the seeds, and if you want to give it a grow yourself, now you can. So that's about it, guys. That was your pod review for the California Golden Wonder. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.